Alex, the creative strategist and founder of Alex's House of Social. She has helped thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs and personal brands grow through social media from Dubai to London and beyond. Now, festive season is approaching. I don't know about you, but my email inbox is being pretty overwhelmed right now with promises of big deals and offers. Everyone's competing for our time and attention, our hard-earned dirhams. So how on earth can the smaller players compete with the big brands? So if you need her advice or indeed you want a shout out, the text lines are open. Alex, it is crazy season in many a way, and there's no delicate way of putting this. I've spoken to a number of small businesses and even people who are organising things like events and markets, and it feels like a lot of people are really struggling this year. Am I speaking to the wrong people, or what's your read right now?
Hello, I'm so happy to be back. Festive season. You're not talking to the wrong people. Let me frame it this way. A lot of the small business that are struggling now is two things. It is the festive season, so it is going to get more crowded, it's going to get more noisy. And by the way, this is just everywhere in any country, all over. That's at that crazy season. But what a lot of small businesses need to understand is that they need to start earlier, and their efforts need to start January 2026.
Okay, so it's a classic. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago.
So we got to look at the whole year and the efforts we are doing during the whole year, so that when we get to this festive season, we're not in that lastminute.com train. We're not trying to get that attention because we've just been a bit on that slow mode marketing. And now it's going to catch up to you. So it's going to be so much more harder. Double down on your most loyal customers. I always say, if you are in your last minute, you're desperate, look at your customers that have already bought, that have bought from you a while back, because look at your sales funnel. Starting from the bottom to the top is always easier. People that have bought from you in the past, or are your most biggest spenders, or they interact with you on social media, your social followers. So go to the bottom of your sales funnel and start from there, working your way up.
Many small businesses, Alex, look at these emails and look at these websites and go, we can't compete with the kind of discounts that the big brands are offering. What kind of mindset or approach can be really helpful instead of just trying to match to prices?
Yeah. You have to stick to your price, to what you've gotten to the conclusion that your price is. But what is more important here is what small businesses need to be doing right now. They need to go all in with their social media content. And I've been raving about this, and I even did a free masterclass on it. Go live. Do live streaming. I shared this amazing case study on my Instagram about this lady who owns the cutest little shop in my neighborhood in Lisbon. You have to watch this video. She is just your regular lady doing a live every other night in her shop, and she is making so much money. She has no makeup, her hair is not done. Do you know, I just love the normalcy of it. You know what I mean?
What is she selling, Alex?
She sells the most cutest products, home decor, like all this home decor from different brands, and people love that. I will stay hours watching her and I've bought from her from my bed in Lisbon. Live social shopping is the modern QVC.
I love it. I always wanted to be on QVC.
Oh, me too.
I see something happening. Alex from House of Social is here today. Before we delve deeper into some strategies, we've got some shout outs to do. If you've got a small business here in the UAE and France, a bit of love on the radio. 4001. Message here saying, at Lula Loves, we're based in Abu Dhabi, delivering to the UAE gifts, Christmas and home decor. We've had a message saying, shout out to Wifey Studio. It's Dubai's newest bridal gem. If you're a bride, soon to be bride, or planning something special, you need to check out Wifey Studio. It's Dubai's newest bridal gifting brand. So personalised gifts, proposal boxes, wedding day essentials. So there you go. Bit of free marketing on the radio. Yes. So let's talk social media strategy. You mentioned live there. So high impact things that people can do, small businesses, to actually capture festive traffic. Do you think that things like lives do convert into sales?
They do, but it's not like, don't send me a message next week saying, Alex, I did a live and what you talk about didn't work, because you can't just do it one time. You have to do it consistently. But it's going to be a variety of things. Let me frame more things for everybody. A lot of small businesses, they just go all in with one message. We have to remember that we are entering a new era. What is this new era, Helen? It is not social media.
AI?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, I love
What?
It's the interest media. Pay attention, everybody. Algorithms have changed. The algorithms actually don't really care anymore about sending to your followers your content. The algorithms have changed to send you content based on what your interests are. And guess what? We have lots of different interests, don't we?
Yes.
We're amazing onions of humans with many layers.
Yeah, we contain multitudes.
Yeah. So, and this is across all social media platforms. This is TikTok, this is Facebook, this is Instagram. In fact, TikTok is what started it all, right? So understand this. Platforms are sending content to people based on their interests. What the signals do is they will send it to a small amount of your followers, small amount of your followers. And then they go after everybody that they think might be interested in your content outside of your content, of your followers. What does this mean for us in terms of our content strategies? We got to broaden our content. Small businesses can't just keep hammering on that same message. They have to, yes, they've got a big message as an overarching theme, but then how can you say it, storytell it, create videos in different ways for your different types of target audiences?
And that's interesting because I think a lot of people do have this assumption that when you post a video, you're posting it to your followers. But in some ways, you almost need to be reintroducing yourself
100%.
time and like pressing that reset button.
And you have to create a lot of variety of ways on what your message is to fit lots of different people. If I'm going to sell you my service to you, it's going to be different from maybe Jen, who's next to me here.
So solving different problems for different people.
And even your message, your storytelling. Yeah.
Okay, we've got questions coming in. As I said, Alex from House of Social in the studio. Musa wants to know, how important is an email database? He says, we're just starting out building a contact list. But Musa says, and I'm with you, in honesty, I delete most marketing emails I receive myself, even from the companies I like. So you're talking there about your sales funnel. How important is an email database?
Email database is just as important as your WhatsApp database. Both databases are important. So you got to be collecting both, and then you do both efforts and you see which one is going to be better.
There you go, Musa. All the very best. If you want to reply and tell me what your business is, as well. Let's talk events, because it feels like at the minute it's constant. Pop-ups, market, festive events. If you've got a product, and let's say it's fashion or it's beauty or it's even food, how do you decide which event is going to actually result in footfall and in sales?
I would say host your own event. Absolutely. Host your own event. All that time and energy that you are probably going to spend paying to go to another event, because you got to pay. You got to pay for the stall. You got to pay for all the merch and all the things that you got to get ready, right? Host your own event. I've been saying this the whole year, even in other times I've been here on the radio. Take all of that time and energy and bring people to your own turf. It doesn't have to be fancy. If you have a home that has a garden, or a really, like me, my apartment, like if you have a place that you can do it, or a collaboration with someone that is going to gift you the space in exchange of having that exposure, host your own events, guys. Bring your customers, your followers, do pre-sales, do secret sales, here is the preview of the new collection. Everybody that's going to come to this event is going to get the preview, is going to get an offer. It's going to get so many goodies by coming to that event. You will meet your people. You'll greet them. They see you. They meet you. It's live QVC in person from the live shopping we were talking earlier. Now it's your own. Put that time and energy into creating your own. You'll get so much more out of it.
That's interesting, because it made me immediately think of Daniel Priestley, who's an entrepreneur I've been lucky enough to speak to a number of times. And I asked him for a book recommendation. I was like, if you were going to recommend a book to anyone on starting a business, he was like, write a book. If you've got enough time to read one, write one. I was like, thanks, Daniel.
Lean into the things that scare you. That's where the magic is.
Message here, anonymous, saying, how do you remind customers to settle payments on their orders politely so you can receive them on time for the holidays? Big problem for a lot of people right now.
You don't remind them because you get paid up front. But that's the problem. A lot of small businesses are still not having the courage to say, especially if this is a service-based, I have a feeling this is a service-based brand. If you're delivering a service, like me, all my clients pay me up front. In fact, my clients are all on memberships every month, automatic by now. But when I started 10 years ago and the city was not what it was, I still did that 10 years ago. everybody that works with me, pay me up front, deposit or in full. You have to have the courage to stand up for your business if you want people to take you serious. And if that means you might lose some to win others, there's 8 billion people in the world. There's a lot of clients out there.
There you go. It's not about that scarcity mindset. Good answer. Alex from House of Social is with us. If you would like a small business shout out, by the way, get in touch, 4001. Very happy to give you a bit of radio love. A bigger question than perhaps I was expecting today, but I think a really interesting one. Ivano's been in touch from Green Economy Partnership saying, I'd love some advice as I'm in climate change and the business of selling change is quite complex. How interesting.
It's only complex if he decides to believe it's complex. If he's very passionate about climate change, I mean, if you looked at the world, there's so many people. I just said there's about 8 billion people in the world. There's so, especially here in the UAE, there are so many people. Isn't there conferences now about climate change in the UAE? There are so many groups here. There's so many brands that are, leaning in. So he needs to remove that mindset that he's already putting a barrier. He's already saying this is challenging. No, you should be passionate. You should be shouting from the rooftops. Do a podcast, do live content, create social media clips, pick the best platforms for you to be in, which would be LinkedIn for sure, and probably Facebook. And
Ivano, I'm in a sustainability WhatsApp group that is very passionate that I can add you to, my friend.
Exactly. Create your own group, write your own book about it, do groups, do meetups, we need to see that passion come through. So that's a mindset shift for him rather than even marketing tactics.
There you go. Alex.
I've just celebrated 10 years in business, 100% self-funded, just to show that you can do it if you have the patience and the grit. Mm-hmm. And one thing I have learned, and I've got a free class on 10 years, 10 lessons. And by the way, we almost are at 100 free classes inside my free Rebel Academy.
Wow.
And I do have a festive guide as well, free, with 25 festive ideas there. So just small side note. One of the things I said on my class is there's 3 rules if you really want to scale and grow your business. But you have to be very serious. So you have to ask yourself, do I really want to scale and grow? And this can become a full-time thing. 3 things. When you do it all by yourself, you're going to hit a ceiling. You're just one. There's only enough hours in the day. There's only how much talents and skills that you have. You are not going to be good at everything. In my first year, I was so arrogant. I thought I was good at everything. And I am very good at a lot of things. But guess what I was not good at? Managing my money. I'm really good at making money and selling, but don't ask me to do my admin and my finances.
But then it becomes a tipping point where you go, I've got to do my own HR, PR, accounting, create videos. And that's a huge amount of overwhelm. And then it becomes a point of going, okay, at what point do I start to outsource and delegate some of this?
A lot of these founders are already there because they're exhausted, they're frustrated, they know they can't get to. A lot of them probably follow me and they're like, and they tell me this, I just can't get to all the things you're telling me to do. So 3 rules. If you continue to choose to do it all on your own, you have hit your ceiling. Stop. You're not going to continue to do more, sell more, make more money. There's 2 next steps that you need to do. You can do it in an order or you can try and do it in parallel. You're going to get what I call kind of generalists type of people that are going to do level production stuff for you that they don't really bring in a lot of expertise. It could be a VA, a virtual assistant that's going to do your content across other platforms or distribution, whatever, like VAs, editors, video editors, designers, things that are going to do tasks for you that you have probably already learned a lot how. So you're just going to literally, that's what I do with my VA. Shout out to my VA. I have taught her everything. And I just create these systems for her and she just then does it. Mm-hmm. When you are at that level of getting generalists, you are going to start having more time. You're going to be able to breathe more. You're going to be able to own in more on your superpowers. So you're going to start be able to be making a little bit more money. What's the next level? People like me, experts, people that can sit in front of you and tell you exactly how to do it, where to go, how to scale it, how to turn an idea into an actual big business brand. You need to have people that are experts. Could be like me, social media marketing or business, could be technology, could be very specific to your niche. What experts do you need? and then go and get it. Follow them, read their books, for years. Gary Vee was, my God. I owe so much to my business to Gary Vee because I spent 10 years before the 10 years of House of Social just following everything he was putting out. The first day I launched House of Social, I said, I will do every single thing this man has taught me. He was the one that inspired my Rebel Academy to become free.
And now we've just celebrated 10 years.
And we've just celebrated, and we have 9,000 students, and I mean, it's incredible. So you got to get these 3 things. And I have my Rebel Club. I've made it affordable. There's no excuses for people to not work with me and get my brains as well.
There you go. So you can send me the word rebel.
A little plug.
Yeah, no, but it is really interesting to think about that mindset. We're going to run out of time, so let's do a quick fire round of shout outs. Kim saying, I'm the founder of Haute Bohème, home decor, furniture, fashion, lifestyle brand. We do interior design, boho coastal style. You can find us at the Garden Concept on Shakeside Road and on Instagram as well. Shout out for Barefoot and Free, barefoot shoes for toddlers, kids and adults. I'm a mum who wanted to change the way her family moved and also prevent foot and back pain. Super important to be as barefoot as possible. Okay, I'm kicking off my shoes. We've had a message that's saying, can you ask how to target social media messaging to businesses, whereas social media is usually orientated towards the individuals?
Do you want a 30-second answer?
Do it.
Okay, you got to go to LinkedIn and you got to direct message people on LinkedIn, but you got to make those messages contextual to the people you are messaging. But I want you to do Rebel marketing, aka guerrilla marketing. Send something to their offices, a box with a candle, a box with something that's to do with your product. So when that person arrives in the office, they see something in their desk, they see a message from you, they see an email from you. Now you got the attention. My clients are doing this and they're seeing results.
There you go. If you want to send me with Rebel, I will send you Alex's website, loads and loads of free courses. Had a message here saying, I sell handmade gifts, custom orders take time. How do I manage last minute festive demands without disappointing customers?
You're just going to have to.
Okay. Chrissy says,
don't sleep less.
Don't sleep, just get some elves. Chrissy says, I've got a loyal customer base, but they're not sharing or tagging my products in their own content. How do I encourage more user-generated content?
Well, that's just how it is. We can't just expect people will tag and post. I sometimes do so much for my community and I'm like, I just did like 10 free classes in a row. You could have tagged me a little bit more. That's the way it is. But you got to think about, are you giving them something really that is Instagrammable?
Well, there's that. And can you incentivize them to do that as well?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, oh my goodness. Right. New to DXB says, we're a homegrown skincare brand that makes soaps using natural ingredients. How can I communicate the real value of slow-made products in a market crowded, especially during the festive season when customers buy fast and emotionally?
She's got everything going for her because that niche of the slow made is such a strong niche. There are hardcore people out there that love that. She needs to get serious about her content. Give me slow-mo content of behind. Yeah, double down on that. Slow-mo content of making that soap. I want to see sensorial. How many times we've talked about sensorial marketing here with you? Give me that sensorial content of the soap dripping.
Is this you doing some ASMR?
I'm trying because this is such a big microphone and it's so cool.
I really think I could make some money with this.
Let's do it, Alex.
I've got all the right technology. Alex, we run out of time. I've had so many people asking for your details. In literally 10 seconds, your number one tip for SMEs this festive season.
Go all in. Go crazy. Do it all.
Do it all.
Do it all.
Who needs sleep?
Yeah, you sleep after.
Sleep in January. Alex, it's an absolute pleasure. I know you are heading off to Brazil tomorrow, but I know you're not on holiday. You are going to be working. You're going to be teaching. You're going to be consulting. Yes. And if you do want to avail of Alex's, as we said, many free courses on social media, on marketing, on upskilling, on trends, send me the word Rebel and I will send you her website. If that is something that you want to work on yourself, whether it's for your own personal brand or indeed building your business. But genuinely, good luck to all small businesses here. When you lead with heart, you find your people. Stay safe.
Dubai Eye 103.8's Weather Check.
Sponsored by Air Arabia.